Welcome back, fans, to Snow King Ice Arena here in Jackson, Wyoming. It's game 4 of the weekend, game 2 against the Jackson Moose for this 12U Pee Wee Hockey Club out of Yellowstone. And they are ready to play. It's KORBIN LOZIER in net today for Yellowstone. As the goalie carousel continues, it's going to be an icing charged against Yellowstone here to start this game. Draw is won and controlled by the Moose. They put it back to their point, but that's missed. And puck comes all the way back to the Moose zone. On the forecheck is CLANCY McGonagle along with ROWAN Skinner. Here comes Jackson as they turn it back the other direction. Fires a shot. That's deflected wide. McGonagle, Skinner, and Clark all working there in the corner. Jackson feeds it back. Centers across. Jackson will clear it themselves, doing the Yellowstone a favor. Good puck movement early by Jackson into the zone onside. Centering pass, stick to side by LOZIER. Pass down low, centered across, nobody home on the back door. There's a shot blocked by Jacob CORSO wide. Fed all the way back to the point. Jackson sends it deep near corner. Picking it up there is Maverick Clark. Clark delays, loops it around here. It's going to be out of the reach of ROWAN Skinner and out to center. THAYNE STALICK hustling here on the forecheck. STALICK does come up with the puck. He's got nobody in there with him now. Finally, SCHNEIDER and GIBSON hustling along with Mushlock. GIBSON scoops this one up, goes for solace back behind LOZIER, sidesteps a defender, and here is KADE GIBSON into the zone, onside, but loses the puck. It's brought out of the zone, having to delay here. LUNDVALL and now SCHNEIDER on the missed pass, having to hustle back. He's forechecked, taking off the puck. SCHNEIDER sends this one around, nobody home on the near side. Got to look for teammates to pass to. John Giba now working far half wall. That one comes in off the outside of the net. Jackson scoops it up, bottom of the circle. Picked up here by GIBSON. He'll feed it forward, finds Mushlock. Mushlock into the middle of the zone. Looking to fire a shot, does. Mushlock into the glove, save. Round the boards. Jackson Moose with control. Even numbers. Crossing pass. Number 25 fires a shot that's wide right. KADE GIBSON working around behind. Feeds one, finds CLANCY McGonagle. McGonagle out there with STALICK. Correction, that's Giba flanking him. McGonagle right along the blue line, trying to split some defenders. Working around forehand side, fires a shot. Pad save, rebound from Giba. Not able to bang it home. Back to the point, John SCHNEIDER. He'll go D to D. Cross for Jacob CORSO. Fires a shot. Blocked by number 6 out front for Jackson. All the way back. CORSO. Along the wall. Giba goes to work in the corner. Tries to center one. That's broken up. McGonagle was there along with Handley. Coming up on 10 minutes to play in the first period. John SCHNEIDER slap shot. Doesn't get anything on that one. And it's cleared. Put back in offside by Jacob CORSO. Gibson will take the draw. He's flanked by Skinner and Stalick. Corso and Clark are your defensive pairing. Puck in play. It's handled here by Maverick Clark. Offside. Moose control. Just inside their own zone. Fed out to center. Broken up just inside the blue line, and THAYNE STALICK trying to get this puck working his direction. He'll be stolen from, and Jackson able to dump it back in deep. This one's coming out to center ice. Number 16 for Jackson scoops it up in front of his own bench. And that's broken up right at the blue line. Maverick Clark. He's surrounded by black jerseys, and they push him to the corner, and he'll lose his footing and go down. Crossing pass intercepted by KADE Gibson. Gibson into the zone onside. Stalick tries to send one toward the middle, back behind. Corso claps that one. That ends up on the stick of THAYNE STALICK, but he directs it wide right of the net. And here come the Moose. That pass will miss. It's going to go for an icing. McGonagle over center to take this draw. He's flanked by Mushlock and Giba, I believe. Hustle him back on the back check is Mushlock. Shut down the pass across. That one goes off the outside of the net. CLANCY McGonagle has it back behind. He's swarmed. Puck right out front, and having to swing over to shut down that open net. It's KORBIN LOZIER. Penalty here coming to Yellowstone, I believe. Number 97, John Giba, going to the box. 8:02 remaining in the period. Correction, that's CLANCY. All right, not quite sure what the call was, but we've got two in the box. Handley in there as well, serving. We've got number 11 on the board. We don't have a number 11, so I believe this is CLANCY McGonagle going for some sort of misconduct as well. I will see if I can review it and get you details here momentarily. But for now, it's Jackson Moose on the power play. They'll fire a shot, and that's going to slip through. 5-hole of KORBIN LOZIER. And Handley's going to come out of the box. McGonagle's going to stay there, so that does confirm my suspicion. He's the perpetrator for a major penalty. And penalty was a check from behind on Clancy McGonagle. Or what? No, it's not McGonagle. He's out on the ice. I think that's... Well, in the score sheet, they don't know who the penalty is, so I'm not sure who's in the box. I think it might be STALICK there in the box. This one comes in on LOZIER and he hangs on. And Gibson playing it from back behind, skates it out through his own slot. Dangerous proposition there. He's flanked by Mushlock. Moose send it back. This will go for an icing. We'll finally get it right here. It was John Giba in the box. He's the one that got the penalty for checking from behind. And I'll get the scoreboard right here for you as well. It is Jackson up on top in this one, 1-0 with 6.5 to play in the first period. Lots of commotion happening there. Mushlock tries to turn with it from the high slot, working on his backhand side. Case Mushlock from the corner, feeds one across, trying to find Gibson out front, and then a backhand wraparound attempt is shut down by the Moose. Here comes Jackson. Offside. Moose will win this draw, but it's batted back and forth. There's THAYNE STALICK, who pushes it for McGonagle. McGonagle spins at the top of his circle and working to find a lane to get out of the zone. Feeds one up for STALICK, who never saw it. It's going to go for an icing. Goes off the glass. Jacob Corso feeds it around far side. Only black jerseys there. They'll hold it in at the point and dump it deeper. McGonagle from back behind LOZIER. He's pestered and stripped. Back to the point. Number 12, Jackson has time. Feeds it into the far corner. Wraparound attempt, no bueno, and then LOZIER finds that one and holds on for the save. Draw controlled by Yellowstone. It'll be Kade Gibson back behind his own netminder. Feeds that one off the boards, trying to carry him into Mushlock. Gibson gets it back himself. Gibson into the zone onside. Mushlock cutting toward the net. But all 5 black jerseys surround Gibson, not allowing that pass to get through. Here's a shot, Schneider on goal, save. Holding it in there is LUNDVALL, pushes it forward from Mushlock. Tries to cut toward the middle, but not able. Mushlock with the keep there at the blue line. Then it's punched out by Jackson. They've got one-on-one on the back end. Now even numbers as LUNDVALL gets back for the back check. Good stick there by KADE GIBSON to deny a shot. Coming up on 4 to play here in the first period. Schneider knocks that puck out of the air. There's a shot wide right. Schneider below the goal line, feeds it around the boards. Shot off the outside of the net, puck loose right out in front. That one comes in, pad save. That right pad of KORBIN LOZIER to keep it out of the net. Mushlock just has it out of the reach of his stick. And he'll head on the back check here, or forecheck. And then go off for a change. John Schneider. Side steps. Schneider overskates that puck, and that allows Jackson to dump it right back in deep. CLANCY McGonagle will be first to it in the corner. 3 minutes coming up to play in the period. Yellowstone looking to even the score before the horn buzzes. Corso sends this one around down low below the goal line. Goes THAYNE STALICK along with McGonagle. Fed across the near half wall. Corso slaps one. That's blocked. Held in by Clark. Skinner turns it toward McGonagle. Now Clark. Puck lifted up in the air and cleared. Will go for an icing if it has enough, and does. Shot, KADE GIBSON, that's deflected wide left. Corso not able to hold this one in, and behind everybody, number 9 for Jackson fires a bouncing shot. That's saved by LOZIER, and he holds it in the glove. Tipped, no icing. First to it will be THAYNE STALICK. Goaltender plays it around him, intercepted KADE GIBSON. GIBSON into the corner, feeds one right out front. STALICK can't find it, and that hops over Maverick Clark's stick as well. Clark tries to reverse, loses an edge. Put into the zone, McGonagle fires one that's blocked, and we're gonna get a whistle, and I'm gonna see what it is. It's gonna be a tripping call to the Jackson Moose, number 21. So Yellowstone will go on the power play. Sent back, Clark not able to hold it in. Cross ice pass for Corso, misses the mark. Corso chips it back into the zone. Jackson Playing in Yellowstone territory shorthanded here. McGonagle. Corso fires a shot that's well wide. Under a minute to play now in the period. Centering pass broken up. Puck still sitting there. Gibson cracking at it. Puck is free. Tender well out of the net. Maverick Clark with a good keep there. Schneider sends it deep. He'll chase himself to the corner. McGonagle camped out front. Nobody covering him at the moment. Crossing pass finds McGonagle from the hash. Fires one, deflected wide left. Corso, slap shot, nothing on that one. That slips through. 18 seconds to play in the period. Gibson will scoop this one up in front of Lozier. Off the boards, that misses McGonagle, and it's going to go for an icing. Mushlock trying to battle to get this puck out of the zone. Dump deep. And final seconds tick off. There's the horn. And after one period, it's Jackson up on top in this one 1-0. Much better effort from Yellowstone through one period today versus this game they had yesterday. And team swap ins here for the second period. We're underway. Moose dumped this one in deep. Back to get it will be Maverick Clark. Far corner, he's out there with LUNDVALL as the defensive pairing. Mushlock, McGonagle, and STALICK are your forwards. Centering pass intercepted by McGonagle, but he'll lead it. STALICK fires a pass that's intercepted as well. It comes right in, low slot. Almost a shot by Jackson. Outside the reach of Clark, and that allows Jackson to put it back in deep. LUNDVALL immediately swarmed. He's supported by Mushlock, held in. Shot from the point all the way in on Lozier, and he makes two saves and hangs on to the second one. Moose win this draw, fires a shot, goes wide left. D to D across and back. Pass is deflected by Clark wide. He goes and peels it off the boards, but not out. Now push back out to center. Pass lifted to the far boards. Corso gets it back out to center. Rowan Skinner closest to it. KADE Gibson. He'll delay back behind Corbin LOZIER. Feeds a pass up for Handley. Comes right back in offside. Shot is blocked out front, and that one then goes wide. Handley goes into the corner to play this. KADE Gibson trying to push it forward for Skinner. Passing attempt is broken up by Schneider, and he gets the puck to KADE Gibson. Gibson through center circle, into the zone. Stick checked. And taken off the puck. Jackson looking to break out and into the zone. Through the slot. They have time and space. There's a shot. Blocker save, Corbin LOZIER. This one redirected a few times, ends up wide left. Back behind. Puck goes to the far wall. That's going to jump over a stick. No icing. Was deflected. Mushlock lost his stick, had to regather it. Centering pass gets through everybody. It's going to be another shot. LOZIER finds that rebound. Is buried. Shot, save LOZIER. Mushlock back behind, along with Clark. Clark will come away with this puck. Clark puts it off the boards, not out. Sent right back in deep by the Moose, right out in front. This one will clear back to center. Corso trying to take it himself through everybody, and that doesn't work very often at all. Shot there, all the way back. Fires a shot, gets through traffic, pad save. McGonagle working down low, he's checked from behind. Offside. Gibson trying to dig it free, but it's Jackson Moose coming away with it. They'll gain the zone. Toe drag, backhand shot, Lozier blocker save. That was a beauty from Corbin Lozier. There's another one. That one's going to beat him over the shoulder as Jackson buries that one top right corner. John Schneider sends it around the boards. But again, not anybody there but black jersey, but it comes to Thayne STALICK anyway. The correction, that's John Giba. Giba, wraparound attempt, shut down. Oh, and then Gibson was right there with the open net, but lifted it way high. 7.5 to play in the period. Crossing pass from Jackson. They'll enter the zone and go deep with it. Back to the point, held in. McGonagle relieves them of the puck. He'll sidestep a few. Nancy McGonagle fires one. High slot, easy save, and that'll be covered. McGonagle, Mushlock, Handley up front. Clark and Corso on the back end. Mushlock now turns it right back into the zone. Has some ice. Case Mushlock fires a shot, tries to lift one top near corner, but that is saved and held. Jackson with control, work along the near boards. Clark trying to hold this one in with the feet. That's not successful. Has to retreat and get this at center ice. Pushes it right back in, Maverick Clark. Working from the near board. Centers one across. Mushlock was streaking right there into the low slot. Number 12 for Jackson. Corso with a good poke check, feeds it up for Mushlock. Everybody's behind, needs to feed it over for Clark. Tries to get it to him, but number 3 on the back check for Jackson denies that chance. Shot, deflected wide. McGonagle with speed, feeds it up for Gibson. Right at the line. KADE Gibson fires one, goes off a shin pad, blocked out front by number 6. McGonagle sends another one, that's also blocked, goes into the corner. Jackson lifts this one, held in right at the dasher in front of the Yellowstone bench. And 2-on-1 chance here for Yellowstone, or for Jackson to get behind everybody. It's a diving stick from McGonagle. He's gonna get called. McGonagle goes to the box for tripping, even though he was the one on the ice, and the forwards stayed on their feet. So I'm not sure how you make that call, but they did. And we've got a penalty to kill off for the next minute and a half with 5:19 remaining here in the second period. Giba clears this one out of the zone. Stretch pass there from Jackson. That shot is broken up by Schneider. LUNDVALL will slap it around near side. Gibson trying to chip it out of the zone there. Not able to get that done. Cross ice pass shot from the right circle. Deflected back behind. Back to the point here. Jackson Moose fires another shot, redirect, and that's going to beat LOZIER for the power play goal. Here's Gibson into the zone. Gibson. Mushlock with a shot, save. Crashes the net, but that's shut down. Mushlock takes a crack at that one, doesn't get much on it. LUNDVALL going to work there on the far side. Now Mushlock here in the corner. Shot through traffic. LOZIER sees that one and hangs on. Yellowstone will go for a wholesale change here. 5 new skaters onto the ice. Loose control, shot from the point through traffic, rebound right out front. LOZIER on this one and they'll blow the whistle. Shot blocked. Could be Rowan Skinner getting this one. They'll say it's just held in. Maverick Clark circles back around behind LOZIER. Fires it off the wall, but no white jersey. Jackson trying a centering pass, broken up. Rowan Skinner again. Back and out. Into the zone, offside. Dumped in by Jackson. First two, it'll be John Schneider in the corner. He's surrounded by two black jerseys. Feeds it up for Mushlock on the board. Mushlock with control. Jace Mushlock. Poke checked off. Dump right back in. Going to be offside. And they'll make ready to drop the puck here, center circle. Jackson wins that draw. McGonagle working to the far side, into the zone onside. Clancy McGonagle fires a shot, blocked. Picked right back up by number 4, the man who blocked it. Dump in from the correct side of center. Schneider back behind Lozier, reverses this puck. Again, none of our players over there. We got to pick up the head and look and see where we are. Otherwise, it's just a turnover and a scoring chance, and that's exactly what happened. As we didn't get that puck into our own hands, and that led for a scoring chance, and Jackson capitalized and buried it. 2:04 remaining in the period. Jackson has extended their lead to 5. Cleared back out of the zone, having to delay is Jackson with control. He'll dump it in. Pushed out. Giba closest to it for Yellowstone. Now KADE Gibson. He'll carry it into Moose territory. Gibson, high slot shot, blocked off a shin pad of number 16 for Jackson. Clark, he'll lift and fire one. Again, 16 blocks that shot. Jackson scoops this up, even numbers coming back the other direction. Maverick Clark blocks, turns that shot aside, and we've got a minute to play in the second period of this hockey game. Giba there right in front of the Jackson bench, punches it out, trying to hustle to it. Pokes it forward, does John Giba. And this is going to go, nope, will not go for an icing, doesn't have enough steam on it. Handley in there on the forecheck for Yellowstone. Skates around Corso and buries that one on the backhand side, beating Lozier. McGonagle fires one, that's well high. Offside. Off the boards and out. And there is the horn. After 2 periods, it's Jackson firmly in control of this hockey game, 6-0. And the puck is dropped here for the 3rd period. It's controlled by Kade Gibson, trying to force it into the low slot. Jackson denies that entry. Schneider puts a pass toward LUNDVALL that's off the mark, and LUNDVALL has to hustle back. He gets the puck turned over. Shot from number 3 for Jackson goes wide. Push forward here, THAYNE STALICK. Not able to find it. Clark off the boards. And dumped in by Jackson. No icing here. Schneider from behind LOZIER. He'll lose the puck. Sent deep now, Maverick Clark. Clark feeds it around for Gibson. Kade Gibson forcing it out of the zone. Now on the stick of THAYNE STALICK, he's swarmed and taken to the ice and off the puck. Puck is free right there in front of LOZIER, but then sneaks outside that left post. Battle back behind LOZIER. Moose win that battle and they come away with it. Fires a shot. That's blocked off the shin pad of Kade Gibson. Backhand shot. Good pad save. KORBIN LOZIER. Here's Gibson. Stick checked and relieved of the puck by the Moose. Clark for Gibson for STALICK. This crew has been out there for a century. Need to get a change badly, and now a couple of them do. Mushlock, good forecheck, gets handle of this puck, feeds it up for Giba. Giba didn't see it. Offside, Jackson. Jackson fires a shot, pad save LOZIER. Centering pass goes right through the crease, and then unable to keep it in is Jackson. Mushlock back here on the forecheck center ice. Back right in onside Jackson. Mushlock gets the steal. Here's Maverick Clark. Beats one man, fires a shot into the glove held. Draw gets back behind Clark. He'll play it from his own bench, off the boards rather, for Clancy McGonagle. McGonagle into the center, backhand, pad save. Skinner tumbles, and then cleared by Jackson. This will go for an icing. LUNDVALL chips this forward out of the reach of STALICK. HANDLEY loses an edge. Under 9 minutes to play in the hockey game. Yellowstone still looking for its first goal. And that'll be saved by LOZIER. Oh, that won't be saved. That was a goal. That goal, Jackson extends their lead to 7. Here's Gibson near side, into the zone. No longer has possession. Jackson pushing it out through center and into Yellowstone territory. Clark swings over. He'll redirect it for John Schneider. Schneider feeds a puck looking for STALICK and Gibson. That doesn't connect. Cade Gibson. That is an errant pass right into the stick of a Jackson Moose player. Right back into the zone they come, and then punched out. McGonagle with numbers. McGonagle works to his forehand side, fires a sharp angle shot. That's saved and held. Mushlock with control here, trying to get a pass to Giba, didn't see it, and Jackson turns it for an icing. Hustling back after this one's Jacob Corso. He'll turn it over. Here's McGonagle. He's flanked by Giba and Mushlock. Mushlock going to the far post. McGonagle backhand, rebound, fired by Clark, and saved with no rebound. Gibson. Jackson backhand and score. Schneider gains the zone. 4 minutes to play in the hockey game. In the slot, backhand shot goes wide. Corso plays it for the corner. Saw Maverick Clark. This one's going to come on goal, so no icing. Maverick Clark first to this one. He'll dump it in. Shot blocked. Broken up out front by Jacob Corso. Corso gets it back, but then gets his pocket picked. Number 25 for Jackson. Can't really get a shot off. Corso slaps it to the boards, but not out. Another shot, 15 wide left. Gibson able to force this one out of the zone, offside. Mushlock wins this draw. Played out by Giba. Offside. STALICK on the boards, feeds it over. Hot pass. Does not connect. Less than a minute to play in the hockey game. And that's a score. Another one for Jackson as they make the tally 9. Mushlock chips this one forward. Can he break the shutout? No. Skinner plays it along the near boards. Now Giba puts it deep. Penalty coming to Yellowstone. That's touched up. And that'll be the game. They just let the clock run out there even though a penalty was called. I guess that's fine. It's going to be a shutout. Jackson 9-0. And an unfortunate trip on the road here for Yellowstone this weekend here to Pinedale and Jackson. As between the 12U Pee Wee Club as well as the 14U Bantam Club, it's 6 losses to start the season here. Not what you want to see, but improvement to come. Back in action next weekend across the club. Hope you enjoy the rest of your